Hello security professionals, I'm Daniel. I'm with the Security Coach app. Sorry I haven't been here in a while, but I've been out of state supporting clients, started a couple new accounts, had to write the programs, hire and train. So that's what I've been doing. One of my main focuses is to get back on here regularly every week and give you guys some topics to discuss. So today I want to discuss, I went over, here hold on, my windshield wipers are still going, it's raining over here. Alright, so I've kind of stayed along the topic of counter surveillance, intelligence gathering. So this one's going to be for what I do and what I expect my security agents to do when they're doing advance or counter surveillance for the client prior to their arrival or prior to their departure. Is let's say you get to the FBO or you get to a location where the advance guy is going to greet the client after he's already done his advance the day before or that morning if it's a quick out of left field advance requirement. Is when he's sitting there waiting for the client, at least try and be there at least an hour to an hour and a half before the client arrives. And as he's doing that, he's studying the behaviors of the location to see what's normal, what's not normal. And this goes into other scenarios that I've been trained as a police officer, to what to look for. If you see like a busy location and all of a sudden there's very minimal, very little foot traffic or vehicle traffic, it maybe something's up and the locals know something's going on and they don't want to be around. So you may want to take that into consideration. Also, just any suspicious vehicles parked around, any suspicious subjects just kind of sitting and waiting for somebody to arrive. There was a homicide in one of the cities close to where I live, where it was a homeless person who was seen over 2-3 days just kind of wandering around the area, and it seemed to them like they were watching a certain restaurant. Nobody put two and two together because homeless people wander, and so one day this guy with his family shows up to this restaurant. That homeless person walks right into the restaurant and just stabs him and kills him and runs off. So he was actually scoping out the location prior to this guy's arrival. So what we want to do here is watch to see if somebody's scoping out the area, any vehicles or any information you can gather on this. What I use is I always have me my DSLR camera with the zoom lens on it. I also have I don't know if you can see this, but it's a tripod bar, and what I do is I connect it right here onto the tripod, and I have it just above the steering wheel, and I also have the if you can see that, it's the camera. You can actually touch screen on the cameras, and so that way you're not all the way up onto the camera looking through a lens, but you can be back here and watching your surroundings while you're looking on through here. And I have this on sport mode, so I can just sit here and I can just click away on there you go. I'm just going to kind of flash some photos on this. We can zoom in, zoom out, always gather a wide shot of where the vehicle the person is, zoom in close up onto the vehicle along with when you can see the license plate, and also the occupants of the car, so you can identify the occupants or the person who's just standing there. Is what you want to do. All right, so that's what I do. There's a lot more to get involved in with cameras and how to photograph what the person or vehicle or area that you do want to photograph. On this camera here, I have, let me turn this off. I have access to Wi-Fi that I can shoot it right to my camera or onto my phone, and on my phone out to the team, out to the client, and start writing up the reports. What I do with that information, if I have a vehicle, is I get the license plate. I have access to the databases to run the license plates, get the information, run the background on the registered owner, and then I also have capabilities in these databases to where I can run the license plate, and it gives me pretty much all the locations that this vehicle has been seen, and then start trying to piece it together if it's where the client has been, near the client's residence, work, office buildings. Just start gathering intelligence that way and start compiling it into a report, putting it into a persons of interest binder, which every security team should have. Distribute that to the team members, also to the client. So that's what I do and what I expect my agents to do when they advance a location, when they're sitting at a location waiting for a client. Even when they're advancing the location, they should be doing that. Should be part of their advanced procedures the day before, the morning of, to go sit there and monitor the behaviors of that location, and see if all the same cars are still kind of parked there in the parking lot of employees or what have you. Just kind of try and determine normal behavior of that location. So this is what I do. This is a real quick video for you guys. I'm gonna start putting these out regularly. I know I said that a month ago, but I got really tied up with clients. But here we go. This online course that I'm putting out, the Security Coach app, is going to go even deeper into the databases, how to get access to the databases, how to run the databases, how to work the databases, how to take photographs, how to film them so they look professional, so that way they're not all bouncy and look real amateurs in case this ever does go to a civil, criminal, arbitrarial proceeding off of this person's behavior, whether it's because of stalking, annoying, whatever there is. If it goes to a jury or to the DA's office or to the police department, there's professional video of what that person did. It's not all blurry. You can actually get the person sitting in the car at this time for this long, this license plate. So it's going to go very, very deep and involved in the procedures as to what every single security team, security program should be doing for their clients. So this is just a fraction of it. It's going to go way deeper, and it's going to be fun. You're going to learn a lot. If you already know all this, it can just be a refresher. So so check me out on YouTube at the Security Coach app, on Instagram, the Security Coach app, and I'll talk to you guys soon.